Lockie, great to see you, mate. It's day 2 of All Energy. Yesterday was huge. How have your experiences been so far?
It's been amazing so far. Like, really good turnout. So many familiar faces, but so many new faces. Wanted to check out what we've got coming up.
I always find day 2's a bit quieter than day 1, especially in the morning. And so far it has been quiet, which is amazing.
It's good. It's good. I'm not going to lie. It's nice to just catch your breath and ease into it a little bit slower.
Absolutely. Yep. We're going to see a few dusty heads walking through over time, so that'll be interesting. But can you tell me a little bit more about what we're seeing today? Because I obviously saw this being made in China. It looked incredible. We were there a couple of weeks with yourself, so we've been kind of flying all around the world together and seeing each other everywhere, which has been actually insane. But this is an amazing piece of equipment, and it looks fantastic. Can you talk me through what it does?
Look, new EP2000. This is our 3-phase version. You know, when we released the EP760 last year, a lot of interest, a lot of fanfare around it. But I couldn't believe the amount of times people were saying, "This is great, but do you have a 3-phase version?" Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And with these actually, obviously you can tell it's stackable. There's different codes. So you've got like B700, so I assume these are batteries.
Correct.
What are the differences between these two parts here?
So because we're running such high voltage through this, you need a control module to be able to take the high voltage and run it through your inverter so that you're able to use it, plus take it from your solar as well. So this part is definitely a vital inclusion over our single phase options as well.
Absolutely amazing. So really, in terms of stackability, I mean, how many, is this 7 kilowatts?
This one here, so each one is 7 kilowatt hour,
Yep.
So you're only looking at 14. This is the minimum for this system.
Yep.
And you can go all the way up to a 50 kilowatt hour setup through this inverter.
Oh my God, so,
Yeah.
and this is residential as well, right?
This is residential, and you can even use it for small and medium businesses as well.
What I love about it the most, and from an installer's perspective, is it's just so easy to put together.
Yeah.
I mean, the complexity is as simple as a Lego set. It's just blocking, building everything up block by block.
That's the idea, is you want to make sure that no matter whether it's the consumer looking at it or whether the installer, they need simplicity. We want to create that simplicity. So by making sure that everything is stackable, then you can stack them side by side as well. It's not very deep. It's thinner than our single phase one, for the reason being that you probably have to have multiple stacks as well. We're trying to save space.
Absolutely amazing. Talk me through the single one. So what's the differences? So that's single phase, obviously 3-phase.
Yep.
With a single phase, tell me a little bit more about that one.
So the single phase one that's for your small to medium houses, and because you've got to look at it, most of Australia runs on single phase systems. The reason a lot of people are starting to go to this is for bigger properties, and more people are starting to go to that 3-phase system.
Yeah.
But you've got to remember that most of Australia runs on single phase. So that's why we've got both covered. We can do the single phase, which is going to be the majority, but as more and more people start to go to bigger houses, they're starting to go, okay, we're building a 4 or 5 bedroom home, maybe on a little bit of property as well, and they're setting themselves up for a 3-phase. And that's where that interest really came from. But the single phase really covers everything that we do.
Amazing. And you've obviously got portable storage as well. I mean, I saw those guys being made. It was incredible how many of them are flying off the conveyor belt.
Crazy.
In China. Amazing. You've got a few of those units here today as well. I mean, tell me a little bit more about like the overall strategy for BLUETTI this year. I mean, obviously we're in October, coming into 2026. Is it really a combination of home energy storage systems, for the fixed time, and then looking at portable battery storage just to help facilitate that?
Absolutely. Like, so the portable power units is our bread and butter. That's just where we started. Going back to 2013, we've created one of the first portable power stations. So building on that, it really gives everybody a sense of our history and our knowledge in this range. Like, as we've built them bigger and bigger and bigger, and now it's all culminated in this energy revolution at the moment, where everybody's going, let's get batteries, let's get our solar, let's get it under control, let's manage our own power. And that history really shows that we've been in this game a long time.
You certainly have, and I think it really shows, a really sort of smart way of thinking as well. fundamentally, I mean, I know what I love most about, or one of the many things I like about BLUETTI is that, in your mindset, you're kind of thinking about the bigger picture. As you mentioned, energy revolution, you want to help homes electrify, and you kind of also understand every home is different, especially here in Australia. I mean, we have a lot of properties that are off-grid, or even like second properties, or someone's got acreage and wants to build a little shack somewhere on that property. So fundamentally, when you consider how do I get energy supply to that home, just to excavate and lay cable would cost an absolute fortune.
It does. Look, it's so expensive. We've got so many customers that are out of town, and to just get power, over that sort of 1 kilometre range or half a kilometre or something like that, you're in the realm of $30,000 to $50,000 in some cases.
Even a couple hundred meters.
It's huge. It's absolutely immense. So more and more people are going, there's got to be a better way.
Yeah.
Tiny homes are another big revolution at the moment. Like, people are going bonkers. Like, there are so many companies out there creating these, and the single phase is perfect for this, but obviously if somebody's looking for a shed or their home or anything like that, we've got the solution for that as well.
You've actually touched on something really interesting, because when you consider, like right now, I think especially in Queensland, the rules are if you're within 20 or 30 metres of your home, you can have a second premises, right? Without sort of without approval. And but really, just to go through that whole council approval process is so cumbersome and so expensive.
Right.
So if you can drop a tiny home like 20 metres away, which provides accommodation residence for someone like a granny flat or for kids or whatever, especially with how expensive it is now to rent or to own property. There's your second residence. That may only set you back $30,000, but then to run cable to that is crazy. So having a solution like off-grid, your off-grid portable storage, really then gives that particular property a power supply, and then you can actually just run a cable and charge it up from the main home, which has got solar power on it, which is kind of like charging the home, charging the batteries. You're on an absolute winner.
It just creates more options for everybody and the unique situations. Like I said, some people have got that ability to do that. Some people are looking to just go, well, look, let's just put this out of the way. I don't have to think about running power to it. Like, you can make dwellings everywhere completely self-sufficient, and that's the main driver here, is that energy independence. So the more that we can do that, the more that we can show, hey, we've got something for everybody. Like even our bigger portable units can handle a lot of this. There's a lot of crossover in our home storage and our bigger portable units that you can really pick and choose what you need for your circumstances. So it's definitely one of those situations where you want to have a chat, understand what you need, and then let's step through which product is going to be the right one for you.
Incredible. So anyone out there, let's look at consumers first and foremost. If you're a consumer, homeowner, renter, whatever the case might be, and you're interested in looking at how can I electrify my home, what's the first action they should take? Is it jumping onto your website?
Correct. Jump on, have a look. We've got our full range of everything we do is on that website. So you can click through, you can understand it, all the specs, all the details are there. But then we've got dealers all over the country. So you can reach out, and most of our dealers are actually incredibly knowledgeable about this. It blows me away sometimes when I speak to them about how much they know about them and how excited they are about the products as well. So there's a lot of them that you can reach out to as well that will be able to help you and guide you and get you onto the right product.
And how about from an installer? So if installers are looking to service their customer and they can see that the customer needs like home energy storage, be it 3-phase or single phase, but they also, are very active. They've maybe got a little granny flat out in the garden that's kind of isolated from the rest of the property. I mean, what is the advice for those guys? Do you have distributors that they can go to?
Of course, yes. We have them all around. I mean, obviously, Energy Matters is another great point of contact to be able to reach out and figure out. You've got to start off with where you are.
Yeah.
It's a big deal in Australia, though. Such a big country. There's big distances between everything, and not many people realise just how big the country is. So that's one of the first points of contact, is go, hey, this is what I'm looking for, and this is where I'm based, and then everything then can start to come together from there.
Do you have major distributors like distributing your product outside of
Well, we have a few, but like I said, at this show we're just finalising some of those contracts
Yep.
to update for the 760, and of course really sort of get started on the EP2000.
Fantastic. What I love about it is that you guys do self-distribute, obviously through, especially with the portable storage, and then obviously watch the space in terms of understanding who the major distributors are.
Correct.
From an installer's perspective, you're better off just contacting you directly.
Yep.
Just to understand that my customer wants your product, how can I access it, what's the best port of call, and you'll be able to advise them accordingly.
Exactly. That's always going to be the first and best way to go. Yeah.
Nice one, Lockie. Thank you so much for your time, mate. Enjoy day
No worries,
two.
mate. Thanks very much.
Cheers, brother.